happened and what took place with me and Divine and all that stuff was like a month ago, and I just want to clear the air. Love you. Hey Flo, stay here, stay present, because I'm gonna ask questions and all that good stuff. Hi Bun Bun. Oh my gosh, my whole family's in here. So a month ago, you know, me and Divine split up, and you all know the reason, and y'all all saw the drama and stuff like that. And this isn't a live for me to even defend myself, because after really, first of all, Divine and I fight all the time, but they're never really bad. Like, we make ourselves look toxic because we go on live, and you know, we do stuff to just get a rise out of each other, which honestly is just immature on both of our parts. Like, we shouldn't do that, but sometimes we just let, you know, our emotions get the best of us, and you know, it's okay. But this live is more of like me coming into terms and recognizing where I was wrong towards Divine, because let's be real, and since I met Divine, I'm on the balcony. Anyway, since I met Divine, no matter what the issue was, no matter who was against, no matter any of those circumstances, Divine was always in my corner. Like, he literally, like, it does not matter what the situation was. It doesn't even matter if I was right or wrong in the situation. He always had my back. And in the last altercation, like, I should have really had his back more. But in the moment, like, this is the same thing I told him, I was blinded by what was really going on in my apartment. Like, I really just thought he was being mean. But it looks comfy, thanks. So, you know, all that stuff popped off, and the whole time I'm just thinking, man, he's just being mean. Like, why is he so mean? Like, stop talking like that, stop doing this. Like, the whole time I was just looking at just him being mean, and I wasn't looking deeper into what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, as time went forward and I got time to just, you know, sit and understand everything, I realized that I was being taken advantage of, and I didn't even notice it at the time that I was being taken advantage of by someone that I thought was my friend. And Divine was sitting there trying to tell me and just show me all this stuff, right? That I just refused to recognize. Like, no, you're crazy. Like, no, that's not what's going on. That, like, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna turn off the comments if you guys can't just be quiet for 2 seconds, and like, I'm just gonna block a lot of people, because this isn't about anything other than me coming to terms with something that I feel like I shouldn't have done. Anyway, so niggas say get out the crib. I told him to get out. Like, you guys think that he just says blah 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 blah. No, I say mean shit to him all the fucking time. And someone just said he doesn't apologize to me. Like I said, you see what we put on social media. I'm mean to Divine too whenever we fight. I say some mean ass shit. I'm a Capricorn. Like, we dig deep. When we say things that we want to hurt somebody with, okay, we're gonna hurt somebody. Like, we're gonna say what we want to say. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's the meanest one here. Like, no, it's a battle. If we're fighting, we're going to see who's gonna say the most hurtful shit as we, you know what I mean? Whatever. So, like I was saying, I don't know if anyone really watched the YouTube video, but from what I've been seeing in my comments, and I delete all the comments that have to do with the situation or whatever, but I recently went through my message request, and I found out a lot of other stuff that was being said about me that was just fucked up, okay? And I felt like I had to sit and say my truth, because no one's gonna sit here and make Divine look like what he said was a lie. No one's gonna sit here and, you know what I mean, make anyone feel like their feelings aren't justified. My feelings are just as justified as the next person. So we're just gonna get right into it. You already know everything that that Divine talked about. Hold on, let me block some people. Blocked. Who else wants to get blocked? All caps are not the same. Some are soft. No, we are big softies. We love really hard, but when we're mean, we're mean. You know what I mean? Okay, so because of the what? Kayla, you're not getting what I'm saying. Like, we both said stuff. This doesn't even have to do with Divine. So the fact that you guys are sitting here talking about him is just so fucking funny. Like, this has nothing to do with Divine. Just turn him off. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Joey. You stay here. Flo, don't go nowhere either, because I'm gonna add you, because like I said, I want some opinions. How you turn the comments off? Because y'all annoying. Some of y'all. Okay, so let's just get right into it now that I don't see any comments. So I felt, and I said this in my YouTube video, that I was like a slave to another person's vacation. So I get it. People want to go out, have fun, vacation, and all that stuff. But if we're all creators, work is gonna happen. Like, we make videos to pay our bills. Like, that's all I'm thinking of. And Divine noticed that I was doing everything for her, like going places so she could vlog, and, you know, cleaning up the apartment. Like, I was just doing a lot of stuff for her. And when he tried to talk to me about it, I didn't really understand what he was saying. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I felt like I was just being regular. And it didn't hit me until everybody left and it was just quiet in the house. And I really sat back and thought about stuff that did go on in my house that I would not ever allow with anybody, which is crazy. Because, like I said, I just wasn't paying attention. But if I'm going out of my way to do certain things for that individual to make content for their page, then I would expect that individual to go out of their way to, you know, make content that I like for my page. We already know what kind of content I do. The crazy pranks and the crazy, like, just, you know, everything that's just crazy. Like, I like doing hype stuff. I don't like vlogs. Vlogs to me are pretty boring unless there's like something real crazy going on in the vlog. To me, they're just boring. So I'm not a vlogger. Like, if you go anywhere and say, Bree, let's vlog walking to the store. Ew, no, what? I'm not gonna, no. Who wants to vlog? Not me. So for me to want to do pranks and stuff like that and I get turned down for it, it's like a smack in my face. Did I realize it at the time? No, I just didn't think anything of it. Like, oh, okay, you don't want to do the video I want to do, fine. Or any video idea, I felt like it was just brushed over her shoulder. So that made me feel away, and I would go to Divine and I would tell him about it at night. Because, you know, at night you talk to your significant other, you tell them how you feel, all types of stuff. And I would tell him, like, I feel like I can't do none of the content that I want to do. Like, everything is just a no. And mind you, at the time, I'm a really nice person. I'm not confrontational. I don't want to fight or anything like that. So I would tell him, and then he would put his foot down and be like, Bree, you're a fucking leader. Like, why are you letting someone run you? Why do they get to dictate? This person is staying here in your house, not a hotel. This person, you're, you know, basically doing whatever they want to do. Like, why can't they do a simple video for you? Why can't they do the prank that you want to do? Why I wasn't listening to the issues that he was addressing. I was looking past it and looking at him just being mean and like the actual stuff he was mad about. And if you want to be real, this is all stuff that me and him have talked about over time. So you guys can't sit here and say, oh, she's making this up, she's this, she's that. No, this is all stuff that I've come to terms with on my own. No one's holding a gun to my head to make me say shit. This is all stuff that I came to terms with on my own fucking time. And Divine, did he say hurtful stuff? Yeah. Did he apologize for all of that behind closed door? Yes. Did I apologize for everything I said about him and towards him? Yes, because I said really mean stuff to him as well. But that's besides the point. That's the stuff that you guys don't see on social media. But I really had to take time to myself to come to terms that I was being mistreated by a person that I was calling a friend. Whether they see it or not, I was being mistreated. Every morning I was waking up to, okay, let's just get into more detail because I don't know how many people are going to watch the YouTube video. I don't have a child, I don't know what it's like to be a mom. I don't know what it's like to go places with my baby, and I don't know what it's like to do any of that. But if I was one, if I'm going to stay at somebody's house, I'm going to keep such a close eye on my child. I'm going to make sure that my child's not destroying other people's items, none of that. Like, if I'm staying in someone's home, if they open up their home to me, there's just certain things that I feel like are common sense that you would do for somebody that you consider a friend. Mind you, at the time I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, let me just be helpful. Let me just clean up. Let me do this let me clean up the toys. Let me clean up the food in the middle of my couch. Let me clean up all this. And then when I sat back and thought about it, 2 to 3 weeks later, when I sat back and thought about it, I'm like, I really did clean everything. First of all, why is it allowed for food to be smushed into the couch, and why is it staying there? Why do I have to clean up at the end of the night messes that aren't mine? From top to bottom. On top of that, my puppy is my child. He eats whatever he wants. He can choke. He's choked on stuff before that I had to pull out of his mouth. Like, that's my child. So my thing is, like, be considerate. Every morning I'm waking up and there's so much stuff inside of Rugrat's cage. Like, little stuff, big stuff, like just everything you can imagine is thrown in there. And usually it would be Berlin texting me like, you might want to come see this or stuff like that. And I come out and I'm just like, what? Why is all this in there? And it's all types of stuff that Rugrat chokes on. And like, it just, that to me is just messed up. Like, you should keep an eye on your child and make sure she's not doing stuff like that. Because on top of that, she could hurt herself too. If you don't know that she's doing that, what else could she be doing that could possibly hurt herself, But in the moment, I was like, let me be helpful. Hey, go back in the room. I gotta clean this. Go back over there. Like, just doing stuff that to me at the time seemed normal. But when I think about it now, it's like, no, that's not my job. That I should not have to do that. I should not have to watch extra hard to make sure that something that is toxic to a dog isn't given to him because no one else is paying attention to what they should be paying attention to. So all that stuff I was also feeling while the stuff was going on, but I didn't tell the individual because, like I said, I'm not confrontational. I do not like to tell anybody. I don't want to tell anybody how to be. Like, it's not my place to tell anybody how to be a mom, a dad, a sister, a pet owner, a whatever. It's not my place. Like, even if I see that you're doing something, it's like, no, it's not my place to tell that person anything. Let them learn on their own. So who did I vent to? Divine. I would go tell Divine, like, man, is this normal? Like, should I feel this way? I would vent to Berlin, like, this isn't cool. I shouldn't have to do this. Like, none of that. And then I know everyone was bashing Divine because he was putting it out there that it was dirty. There was stuff everywhere. It's true. His game room was disgusting. Like, there would be food on the floor. There would be food squished all in his glass. Like, that's his space. His game room is his space. That's where he goes to, like, do yoga. You know what I mean? Like, that's his space. So that's his room. There's no one should ever be in there. And that door was always closed. And when I would wake up, it's open and there's stuff everywhere. PS5 controller on the floor, like food on it. Like, that's just fucked up to me because you shouldn't allow that to happen when you're staying in someone else's home. And I mean, you guys could think I'm wrong. It is what it is. But in my eyes, that was just disrespectful. But did I say anything? No, I just cleaned up and kept it pushing. But Divine was noticing all these little things and he called it out. So everyone looked at him as this monster because he called it out. And you can't look at someone as a monster because they speak the truth. You can't look at someone as a devil because they went out there and they told the truth. It's not like he made up a whole bunch of stuff to make somebody look really bad, because none of the stuff he said was made up. Everything that he said happened in this apartment. The only thing is, no one expected him to go and say it on social media. Like, that's him. He wanted to do it. That's fine. But I was fucked up for letting people paint this picture of him as being a monster and like he was a liar and that he was bitter because I was hanging out with my friend and leaving the apartment. Like, it wasn't that at all. And that's why me and him were fighting so damn hard, because while I'm thinking he's mad about something completely different, he's really mad about something else. And I didn't know because, like I said, I was blinded. I was just trying to keep the peace, and that made shit blow the fuck up. Anyway, so moving forward, then I find out when she goes back home that I'm fake for not putting Divine in his place. I find out that that I pressed somebody to come to my house and basically forced them to have to say yes to come to my house and feel the vibes out. If that was your mindset, that you were coming to my house because you were being forced and you needed to feel the vibes out, because you were going through shit at home, then don't fucking come to my house. Because I didn't look at it as being forced or pressing. I thought I was being a good friend trying to take someone from a tough situation and, you know, bring them into a better one. Let's work here. Let's make content here. Let's do some fun shit here. Let's make some good content. But everything that I wanted to do, it felt like a no. Divine's noticing all this. So what is he saying? You're letting someone run you. You're her little puppy. You have a leash on your neck. Like, and I didn't think about any of that until what? I was by myself. Then I realized, you know what? Fuck. I literally would wake up and think of the shit that I would never even care to go do. Like, the stuff that we were going to do, I wouldn't care to do, but I did it to give that person content. And that person didn't even give a fuck about the content that I wanted to do. So it was a smack in the face. And then I did see somebody say something like, oh, some people just want to be on vacation and don't want to work. Well, if you're vlogging everywhere that you go, then you're working, because vlogging is a part of a YouTuber's life if you are a vlogger. I'm not a vlogger. I like funny videos. I like to post stuff that's entertaining to me, to my subscribers. Y'all know you like the crazy shit. So if you're vlogging every single day, then you're working. So in my eyes, it's like, well, if you're working, then I should be working. I didn't get one video. What video have you guys seen since we did the fake fight? None, because I didn't film nothing, because we didn't do no pranks that I wanted to do. I had so many ideas to like prank Divine and do funny shit that my supporters would love. Like, y'all would have fucking loved it. And as soon as she turned down the first one that was so simple, I was like, oh, then she's definitely gonna turn down the rest. So it just felt like a smack in my face. It really did. So the fact that I even went against Divine, like, fucked up. It was fucked up on I wish that when I went live, it was to let people know that what he's saying wasn't a lie. And then, you know, behind closed doors, first of all, I got off social media because I didn't want confrontation. I didn't want to do this bashing and bickering. Like, I didn't want to do all that. So I got off social media for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I still am not posting as much as I should be posting. But I got off social media because I didn't want to be in the middle of anything. But being off social media made me realize a lot of shit that I wasn't realizing during the time. Divine has never, as I know you guys see the crazy shit. I know you guys see when we go live and, you know, we curse each other out and all that stuff. Divine loves the fuck out of me. I love the fuck out of him. Whether we're together or not, that is my other half. I have a soul tie to Divine. I swear to God I do. And we might say crazy shit to each other, but at the end of the night, I'm up under that man's ass and he's up under my ass. Like, we will always love the fuck out of each other. Whether, like I said, whether we're together or not. And I should have had his fucking back during that time, because I didn't realize that someone was in my house doing things that I thought were simple, but they were disrespectful. I didn't understand that was going on until later. And I know you guys saw in the YouTube video the thing about the diapers as well. Like, you don't leave open diapers anywhere in a house, especially when there's a dog. And growing up, mind you, I'm 8 years older than Berlin. So when Berlin was born, I helped with Berlin a lot. Not ever did I think it was okay to throw a poop diaper inside of a garbage on the very top without... What are you doing?
I might get my haircut. Add me to the gym.
Huh?
Add me to the live. I might get my haircut.
Oh, okay. Right now? Add you?
Yeah, just so my people know.
Oh, alright, hold on. It doesn't say... Oh. I'm gonna add flow. Okay, anyway. Where was I? I lost my... Oh, yeah, like the diaper thing. Like, you just... That's not something that you do. And my dog got into it. He was eating it. Like, that's just stuff that... Just to me, like, if you're in someone else's house, you want to be extra clean. You want to do stuff that you could never do in your own house. That's something you do in your house. But in my house, I feel... Let's say I took Rugrat to a friend's house and he was babysitting, you know? Or, no. Like, that person, you know, was helping me watch or whatever. If Rugrat shit, I'm not putting that shit in that person's garbage. It doesn't matter if it's a bathroom garbage. It don't matter if it's kitchen garbage. I'm not putting his shit anywhere except in a fucking dumpster. And I'm not comparing Rugrat to a baby, a literal baby. It's an example. Like, I don't have a kid, so Rugrat's the closest thing I have to a kid. But if he shits anywhere, I'm going to clean it up immediately. If he makes him anywhere, I'm going to clean it up immediately. Why? Because I'm in someone's home, and I feel like that's just common sense to do that. So like you should just never feel that comfortable to just see it and leave it there. Like that's just not cool. Like to
But
have
you gotta let them know what you're talking about.
no, they know what I'm talking about. You just weren't you didn't hear it because you walked
Yeah,
through
I'm
the
talking
door.
about all the new people. They don't know what you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm talking about the issues that were going on before when me and in our house and me not understanding at the time that I was being disrespected and pretty much walked all over and I was a slave to someone else's vacation. Like that's what we're talking about. I made a video. It's on YouTube with more
I'm about to go
details.
get my hair cut, bro.
I know you just did you leave?
I'm about to leave right now. Listen,
Go ahead.
Strap remix feet, Stunner to Vegas. Out the fuck now. Strap remix for Stunner to Vegas. Don't leave this live, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to get in this live. So y'all can see
Seriously,
what's going on. That's
our
it. I just
promo
want y'all in this live. So don't leave this live, y'all. Y'all gotta hear everything she's saying. Y'all gotta hear
is
everything. Make
here.
sure y'all screen record. Make sure y'all put this shit on YouTube. Same way y'all screen record everything else. I'm gonna go get my hair
You
cut so I
just
can look good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back.
all right. Dumb man. Anyway, hi all of evil supporters. I love y'all, but you're evil. Like I was saying, I don't see the comments right now. I'm sure a lot of you would like to say some really mean stuff to me. I'm actually gonna add Flo now. Hey Flo. Girl, have you been in the live the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
What is your take? Like, what is your take on this? Like, if you stood at let's say you stood at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think that it's okay to like be dirty or to like if I came up with ideas, like if I'm taking you places for your content, because let's say you like waxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're an artist. So let's say I go out of my way to bring you extra people for you to wax and to get good content. Let's take videos of you waxing this girl this way, that so you can get good views. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I asked you in return, like, hey, let's do this prank on Divine, it's real easy. Like, it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it, or would you just say no because whatever?
No, I
Like,
would do it. I've been in situations like that. Even when I went to Atlanta and it was like a room full of creators, and I'm like, okay, bad. Like we all consider each other. We were like, okay, what video? We stayed up for hours until everybody had like 2 videos. Like that's just
yeah,
common courtesy.
agreed. I agree. Well, I didn't feel like I was being treated that way. I felt like during that stay, I was going out of my way to take people places for their content, but my content wasn't considered because of personal issues that person was going through. But the personal issues that person was talking about, if they mattered that much, she would not have stood at my house. She would not. Like, if everyone is listening to this right now, they would know what her personal issues were. And in that case, you would not stay in Divine's house if those personal issues were that big of a deal and that
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm like, and mind you, if you don't want to do sexual pranks, that's fine. But Flo, you would even switch places with me in bed to freak Divine out when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not that big of a deal. Like especially if behind the scenes, of course, if y'all know what, like y'all know it ain't that deep.
exactly. And to me, it was just funny. Like, I've never done a prank on Divine to that extent. So just falling asleep to me and then waking up to Flo in the bed, like that's hilarious. Like the fans would have fucking loved that. They would have just enjoyed it. But like during that time, I didn't really think anything of her saying no to me. And then I realized like I'm just killing somebody with kindness at this point. Like I'm trying to be such a good host, but like you don't walk over a good host. Like we didn't do anything that I would have considered beneficial for me.
Yeah,
And then
when you're friends with somebody, you consider them and like you say, you're not confrontational, so nothing's gonna look like a problem to you until it gets brought to your attention. And even then, just like with the situation, you being somebody's friend, like that's they're walking all over you, and you're just not confrontational.
And during the time, that's what Divine was trying to tell me during, like, while it was happening. And it was like, it was going over. We had talked about this. Like, it was just going over my head because I was just so focused on being a good host and making people feel comfortable and making sure they got content. But I never took time to really sit back and think, dang, like you're cleaning every single day messes that aren't yours. You're taking these people places so that they can get content. Like, you're not making any content for your own self so that you can make money back. You're spending a ton of money going to, like, when do you care about yourself? And mind you, what I just said word for word, that's what Divine was telling me. And I was fighting with him because I thought he was fucking crazy and not understanding that it was a vacation and like people don't want to work all the time. But if you're vlogging every day, you were working. So in my eyes, I was just blinded by stupid things that were being put in my brain, and like I went against Divine. And at the end of the day, I did this when you were doing my hair. Like Divine always had my back in that moment. But I don't know. I just felt like I needed to clear. Why is my dog cage all the way? He is just walking his own through the cage. You can't see him. But yeah, I wanted to clear the air with everything because they were painting such a like nasty picture of Divine. Like he was just this bitter guy for, just speaking his truth. And yeah, not many people expected him to come to social media, but he didn't lie. Like what he was saying was truthful stuff, and everyone just hates to hear the truth at this point.
Yeah.
So
plus he's aggressive too. So some people are just not going to take. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I said that too in my YouTube video that he's just naturally like aggressive. The way he talks is just very, he's very bold. He's very aggressive. Even when he's not saying something mean, he's still aggressive. So like, anyone would take that as just this monster, but in reality,
You're back.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hold on, Flo. Stay in the live queue thing. I have to add Divine real quick, but I'm gonna add you after him again.
All right.
Okay. 1 sec. Follow Flo So Tatted. If you live in Orlando, she does waxing, and I haven't done it yet, but she's gonna wax my coochie too. She's gonna wax my coochie, and I'm gonna film it, and it's gonna hurt.
It's not.
Yes, it is. My coochie lips are gonna rip off.
I'm gonna have coochie lips on the strip, like.
Imagine I would literally have a heart attack if I saw my coochie lips on your wax.
Right. That's not gonna freaking happen, bro.
I added Divine. He said add him, and it says waiting for Divine. It's just, man, Flo. I just been having a lot of alone time and just really thinking hard about just all of it. And I do feel like no one can tell me how I'm supposed to feel. You can't justify. You literally can't sit here and say, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, because at the end of the day, that's how that person made me feel. So it's like I had this weighing on me for so long, and I wanted to come and talk to my supporters and update them on why I've really been MIA. But in my head, I'm just like, how am I going to talk about this? What order am I going to put this in? How am I going to talk about this? Like, I'm so like a perfectionist that it took me so long to talk about it, because I really got to sit and think about what I'm going to say, and think about my examples that I'm going to put behind it to make them understand too.
Yeah, because they're going to have their own mindset of what they think because of what they see from social media. Like, they're already going to have their mind made up.
Exactly. Like, if y'all don't like me, that's fine. Like, I really could care less if you don't like me or if what you think I'm saying is wrong or rude. But at the end of the day, that is how I felt. And even at night, like, I would go talk to Divine about the certain ways that I was feeling in the day. It's not like I just came up with these feelings 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. I would feel this way during the day, and then I would go talk to Divine about it at night. And little did I know, I didn't know Divine was really taking in and feeling for me. Like, his anger was just based off the fact that he thought his girl was being taken advantage of, and my dumb ass looked at it as him just being a dick.
In y'all house.
Exactly. Like, what? Oh, like, me and Divine fight. He says mean stuff. I cry. It's every relationship. It happens. But at the end of the day, that man always has my fucking back. He always has my back. So, like, I was fucked up for just not listening and understanding where he was coming from. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't see the bad people in their life until someone else, an outsider, points out that person that did something to you. And then, oh, wait a minute. You're right. I would not let that slide with a stranger.
Yep. That's why I ain't got no friends
If
now.
Divine answers and you disappear, just don't go nowhere. Cause oh shit.
It's a timer.
Hold on. All right.
Yo,
What up?
what's poppin'?
Just telling
Listen, y'all.
Divine.
Huh?
Flo was just how in Atlanta was hanging out with 20 creators. They didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning. Make sure that every creator got content done for their channel. Did you hear it?
You said what happened?
Are you in a garage, Divine? I said
No,
I was telling Flo about how content. Huh?
I hear you.
Oh, about how content, like my content was being turned down and stuff, and I felt it was messed up because I was going out of my way to get content for their channel. And she told me that in Atlanta, when she was with 20 creators, that they didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning until everyone had at least 2 videos for each channel, like just out of respect for everybody's content, you know?
Yeah. That's not why I got her. I got her here because listen, Vanessa is the biggest, the dumbest female I ever met. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She came and destroyed the house, came and destroyed her whole damn household. You know what I'm saying? She left like.
Probably tell him to turn his Wi-Fi off.
Turn your Wi-Fi off, Divine. See, now Divine's gonna tell you guys how to feel. Divine, turn. Oh, he got no service. He should have stood here for all that. Yeah, you know him. He gonna say what he gotta say, y'all. Whether y'all like it or not, he gonna say what he has to say. Period. Point blank. And none of us can justify how Divine feels either. Hold on, Flo. Hold on, cause my shit is just not acting right. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I was gonna pause for a second. Okay. Are we back? Oh, the comments are off. I'm assuming you're all back. There we go. Are you have LTE or 5G?
Yeah, I got LTE.
Okay, you're good now. Now it's not breaking up.
Alright. Yeah, I basically was just saying like, you know what I'm saying? She came to the crib, she did a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying? She came, did a lot of damage, left, and then she was talking crazy like she didn't get fucking spoiled and pampered her and her fucking baby the whole time she was in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said
And
that too. I said that before you joined the live, that like the stuff that was being said about me, like if I press somebody to come here and like
I
feel
ain't
out
got
the
nothing, bro.
vibes, all that. Like, what do you mean you're trying to come here to feel out vibes and stuff? Like, don't come if that's how you felt. Like, I wasn't like that. Just it's just fucked up. Everything that I was seeing after the fact and things that were being said, it's like, damn, all right, cool. So you come and
Yeah,
flip my
she
house upside down, and then I find out you were just coming to feel out the vibes. So you made vibes here bad. I don't know.
no, she brought her negative vibes because she was going through hella shit at her crib with her nigga and shit. And she decided to bring that shit over here, like, and that shit was nutty for real.
Well, I was telling them that in the moment I was just blinded by everything, and I didn't see that you were just looking out for my best interest until I really got time to sit back and breathe and really look over everybody's actions and what the root of the problem was. Because if we're being real, your anger was spawned off of a lot of stuff that I was just sitting there venting to you about that I just thought was, oh, this is how I feel. But, you were trying to tell me, like, boss up. Why are you letting her, run you? Why
Yeah,
can't you
that
guys make
yeah,
content for both channels?
Vanessa is a fucking bum. Like Vanessa is a bum. Like she's a bum. She's a bum bitch. She will forever be a bum in my eyes because she showed me her true character when I seen her over the trip. Like we fucking welcome your ugly ass like to this fucking crib to make content, whatever, do whatever. Like we welcome your ugly ass over here. We had to fucking welcome your dumb ass anywhere. We should have charged your ass to fucking even stay at the crib. First of all, I should have charged her fucking probably $1,000 a night. That dumb bitch. I should have charged that bitch $1,000 a fucking night to stay at the crib. First of all, you feel me?
I saw
And that's
someone
how I feel about her. Like it's up there and it's stuck there with her. Like fuck her. Like she really came here and like had a plan, had a motive to destroy shit over here, and like she want to act like she was victimized. Like I don't like when people want to fucking do damage and act like they was the victim the whole time. Like nah, that's not what it is.
Yeah, I saw someone say something on my YouTube video basically saying, what if some people just wanted to have a vacation and relax? And then that contradicted
Then go
itself
have a
too.
vacation in a fucking
Because,
hotel. Like she could
no,
have,
listen.
went and stayed in a hotel. You
Wait,
feel me? She could
wait,
have
let me
had a
finish.
vacation there.
Wait, that's not what I'm saying. Listen to the end. Like, that person said that acting like if it was just a vacation. But if she's vlogging everywhere that she goes, she's working. That's how she's getting her bills paid. She's uploading these vlogs. That means she's working. A YouTube video takes 8 to 10 minutes out of your day, tops. It's really not that hard to do, a quick video for any content for any channel. So it wasn't just, oh, I want to be on vacation. Because if that's the case, there wouldn't have been a camera in sight. There wouldn't have been a vlog to film. None of that. It would have just been strictly going out, having fun, no cameras, none of that. If anything, I was the one on vacation. I didn't make no fucking content. So in my eyes, it's like if you're on a vacation, don't use that as an excuse. Whoever that person put that comment down, it's like, no, it doesn't matter. If that person has their camera, their vlogging camera out 24/7, everywhere we go, they are working. That's them working. As a YouTuber, that's them working. If Divine's walking around with a camera, he's fucking working, no matter what he's doing, whether he's at Disney, whether he's at a lake,
I
a
should have
beach,
fucking
a
charged
random
that bitch
place, he's
1,500
working.
a night. Vanessa, next time, it ain't gonna be no next time. But if it is, I'm charging that bitch 2,500 a night to even be near me, to even stay in my crib. Like she should have been in a fucking hotel, and I regret even allowing her in my home as long as I did. I'm glad I kicked that bitch the fuck out when I did. Like fuck her for life. Like I should get that bitch beat the fuck up with my mama for real. I should have somebody beat her the fuck up. Cause that's how I'm coming with shit. I don't fuck with her at all. Like, and I got real beef with that dumbass bitch. And matter of fact, I ain't about to say what I'm about to. Nah, I ain't about to talk about it crazy on live, but I'm about to get that bitch beat the fuck up.
Yeah, don't talk crazy, Divine. Let's just.
I'm about to get that bitch beat the fuck up.
We're just talking about facts and.
Not even no niggas either. Like I had some females punching. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm about to get my hair cut.
All right. Anyway, like I was saying, Divine's naturally aggressive. You guys are used to it. It's nothing new. But no, his feelings are justified. Like no one can tell him how he can and can't act or how he can and can't feel. Like if he feels the way, that's on him. If you guys feel a way about somebody, no one can tell you otherwise, especially if they made you feel some way personally, then who am I to say, well, that's not how you should have felt? Oh, that wouldn't have made me feel like anything. Well, we're all different people. I just know that in the end, it did feel like I was a slave to someone else's vacation. And yeah, I kill people with kindness. I don't like fighting. I don't like altercations. I don't like back and forth on social media. I don't like none of that stuff at all, which is why I haven't spoke on anything for so long until I knew the right words to say, because I don't want anyone to take my words out of context. But yes, I was a slave to another vacation, and whether that person sees it that way or not, that's on them. That's their own, they could think whatever they want and sleep on that. I don't care. That's how I felt. It is what it is. So, with that being said, I'm done talking on this. I'm done speaking on this manner. I want to move forward and be happy. I want to. This was on my chest for a really long time. Like, it literally was weighing so heavy on me. So, I had to just clear the air. Mind you, none of you have even heard from me personally since all of that popped off. You heard from everybody else but me. So, I was allowed to speak my piece. But I just want happiness, genuine happiness for myself, for Divine, for my household. I want good vibes. I don't want to hang out with people that feel forced that they have to hang out with me. I don't want to have any type of friend that has to feel my vibes out or call me fake for not going against the man that has been supporting me through a lot of shit that nobody knows about. All that stuff. Like, it is what it is. Moving forward, I just want nothing but happiness. I want to get back to how things were before all of that because things were just so good. So I'm really hoping we could just get back to how my life was before all that shit popped off. But I hope you all have a really blessed Saturday. Look forward to a Breach Chief comeback because I am finally feeling so free. I feel like all the negative energy that was in me is just out now. I said my piece. I spoke on what I had to speak about, and now I'm just ready to take over. So, love you all. Flo, text me.